Tarell. For the people who gonna watch this later, make sure you subscribe, hit the bell, support. I'm gonna be putting out more music. On this video today, I'm just gonna be pretty much giving my opinion. I'm gonna wait till some people get in here on the live, but y'all make sure y'all hit the like button before y'all leave. Yeah. So we're gonna talk about Charlie dying and them catching the killer. They caught the killer. Yesterday we was on here. It was 75,000 people came through this live yesterday in the hour that I was on. And it was good conversation yesterday. 75,000 people came through. What up, what up, what up, everybody? Hope y'all having a good afternoon. It's 1 o'clock where I'm at. Y'all hit that like button. Hit that like button when you come in. It's free. And let's just talk, man. I'm going to talk about, it seems like they have captured the guy that shot Charlie. We was on here yesterday. It was a big mess. Let me see. Big mess. What's up, everybody? What do you expect for his dad not to turn him in? Did I expect his dad to turn him in? So who said that? Hector. So Hector, I'm gonna be honest with you, Hector. So in my community, typically the parents probably wouldn't have. Growing up, I've known people whose child had committed a crime. You see it on the news, and the parent don't turn the kid in. They try to actually hide him. So he's white, not Hispanic or black. Okay. Like he said, the drink gone. Yeah, it's a slushy. So it's like half. But yeah, typically you don't get that. Typically you don't get the parents turning the kid in. I know I'm trying to be honest though. I'm trying to be honest. I don't think I would have turned my son in. None of them. He wanted the it was $100,000 reward. So you think the dad got the money? You think he turned his son in and got that money? Just make a new kid for 100 racks? Damn, man. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button while we in here talking so the live can grow. Man, I don't know, man. $100,000. Would y'all? Let me ask that. Would you guys turn your son in for what he did? Let's just for what he did. He assassinated a politician. Basically looks like it's over his opinion. We don't really know everything, but it looks like it's over his opinion. Would you turn your son in just off what he did? Without the money first. If his dad knew anything about his plan, the reward is void. Ooh. I mean, the dad turned him in, so the dad couldn't have known about the plan. I wouldn't have, but the other man would. He'll get if he convicted. Not enough money in the world for me to turn on my own kid, no matter what, to be honest. And that's what I'm wondering, man, because I feel like that. I feel the same way. I wouldn't turn my child in. I wouldn't hide him either. That's respectable. That's respectable. That's respectable. Gotta respect that. It's like, yeah, you did it on your own. It's kind of like you still on your own. You still on your own with that. Don't come around here talking about it. You know what I mean? I like that. Huge fan. Keep up the fire music. Appreciate it. I got some new music coming. But that's a tough one, man. I don't think I'm turning my son. I know I'm not turning my son in. I know what he did. I know what he did was bad, y'all. I know what he did was bad. But I can't turn my son in. I don't know if that make me a bad person or what. I have 7 kids. If they did something like that, I'd turn them in. That's not how I raised my kids. I respect that too. So I'm glad that I got somebody in here who said they would turn their kids in, because it looks like everybody's saying they wouldn't. So you that would, Gravy Baby CNB, with you having 7 kids, what about it would make you turn them in? Is it because of the magnitude of what they did, or is it just because they did something bad in general? Or like, why? What would make you say I'm finna, you know what I mean? I'm gonna turn him in. What would make you do it? Like, what would be the deciding factor? I guess that's what I'm asking. Because I ain't gonna lie, man. If my son was like a serial killer, I would turn him in. I don't want to say no matter what. If my son was a serial killer and I found out, I'm turning him in. You know what I mean? If I found out my kids shot somebody and they died, it's like, I would be thinking like, man, they gonna kill him if they get him. If he didn't, that family could lose everything. They have other kids to think about. Okay, AJ. You're right. That's definitely, something to take in consideration. Wouldn't matter if it was high profile or small time crime. I raised my kids to show respect and act a certain way. My mother always said I was a reflection of her, and that's how I feel. Okay. So what if they they probably gonna give him the death penalty. I saw a video of Trump saying, he hopes he get the death penalty. And so I feel like if Trump's saying he hope he get the death penalty, they're going to give him the death penalty. So even if he facing the death penalty, you still turn him in, Gravy? Love your music, Tarell. Shit goes hard. Best storyteller out there. Thank you. I definitely feel like I'm the best storyteller ever. So I appreciate that. He took the life of another person who did nothing but speak the truth and stand firm. His faith and belief. A woman is to go to bed without her husband, 2 kids. Now, Bailey, I'm with you on that. That's what I think about most of the time, Bailey. I be thinking about the kids and the wife. You know what I mean? And it is over what he believed that's his truth. And because they don't have any connection to each other. You know what I'm saying? So it had to be over whatever he think. He disagreed with what Buddy was saying so much that he just, that's crashing out, man. That's crashing out, bro. He did not deserve that. He didn't deserve that, man. But I ain't gonna say that. We might not fully agree, but I love your music, brother. Appreciate it, AJ. Hey, AJ, I really ain't on no side. You know what I'm saying? I'm not agreeing or disagreeing. I just like to, talk and be devil's advocate sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a person who like to think from just a lot of different angles. So even if somebody's saying something, I don't necessarily be telling people like, oh, you wrong. Because, I don't feel like that's my place for real. You know what I'm saying? Was Queso's dad wrong for telling on him? No. And I'm going to tell you why I don't think Queso's dad was wrong for telling on him. I remember earlier in that case, they was saying that Queso could say his dad don't have nothing to do with it, and he could have went home. And at the end of the day, his dad did not go shoot that boy. His dad did not make up the plan to go shoot that boy. He should have freed his daddy. You feel me? His daddy got other kids to think about, young kids. You know what I mean? Like, I think Bailey just said he got kids to think about. And so I agree 100% with that. You feel what I'm saying? He just didn't want the kids. They aren't fully developed making a choice. They can ruin them. Y'all think they're going to kill him? I think they're gonna kill him. His wife and kids was there. See it. Oh, see, and that's what I was saying, man. I was hoping those kids wasn't there. I was hoping those kids wasn't there. I was hoping those kids wasn't there, man. Now, I did see that video, Bailey. You know, they should needs to be televised. See, I just saw a video of Charlie saying public executions and it should be televised, like you just said. And ironically, he passed the same way. So I feel like we should just leave that kind of energy alone. Because he said that, and then ironically, that's what happened to him. And now everybody's battling each other over it because some people is being like, well, that's what you said you wanted. But others are upset about that. I think we should just leave that alone in general, man. Lack of decency and respect in our community. These young people are lacking something. Yeah, I agree, Mythical. The kids now aren't like regular kids no more type shit. I don't know what I think it's too much freedom, too much cell phone. Like it gotta be. It's man. Yeah, I think it's the cell phones and stuff having so much access to the internet, and they so impressionable. I got 4 sons, but one of my sons believe anything on the internet. To where he say stuff or he'll make moves based off of something he saw on TikTok. And I'd be like, son, that's a video. The same way we shoot videos, people are shooting videos. But for some reason, he just be believing shit that's on TikTok. You know? So the young people are so impressionable. And then they have this big ass internet that they can look up anything. And it damn near brainwash them. Yes, that's my son. That's my youngest son. That's little boy Trey. That plays the part of little boy Trey. That's my youngest son. That's Trey. He did that when he was 5, and he's 13 now. He did it at 5, and then we did it again during the pandemic. So, and he was 8 then. That's when he was saying the words. Hate biggest more. I hate you right about that. Yeah, I definitely think we should just leave the energy alone, man. Leave the energy alone. All that talk, man, it just because we don't know, bro. This should really be an eye opener for all of us. This should really be an eye opener for all of us to just be aware and like we don't have to agree with each other. You know what? It's people who don't agree. It's people who don't agree with him, and it's people that agree with him fully, but they're not getting shot and stuff. And I think it's because of the delivery. I was trying to sit and really think, and I'm like, bro, why would it's I got on yesterday and there was 75,000 people came in, so many people agreeing with him, agreeing with the things he said and stuff. I'm like, but maybe it was his delivery. Thank you, Sweet Ward. Do y'all think that's what it was, his delivery? Because it's people that feel that way. But do you think it was his delivery? Yeah, hit that like button. Hit that like button. I see the hearts. Appreciate y'all. Maybe it was his delivery, y'all. I think it's because he was the voice of the people that felt that way and was too afraid to speak up, and he wasn't. And that's what I'm... But do you think it was how he was saying it though? You know what I mean? Like, it's okay to be like, nah, that really ain't okay either, what I was gonna say. It's okay to feel how you want to feel. But do you think it was the way he was delivering? It's a fact that he could bring people to compromise. What don't you do agree with that? Kirk's next chapter in this fight. I think this is a simple fact that he wouldn't back down. The more people pushed, the louder he spoke. Many didn't like it. People also don't like to be told they're wrong these days. I do agree with that. People don't like to be told they're wrong, and that's a really good point, you know. I do know he was the voice. He had to be the voice of the people that spoke like that, who believe that stuff. He had to be. Because he the only person I knew that was talking like that. He's the absolute only person I knew that was, like, speaking like that. So what do you think about celebrating him being locked up? Celebrating the shooter? Is that what you mean? I'm still just kind of shocked his dad turned him in. And that $100,000 is crazy. So celebrating the shooter being locked up, I think if people want to, they gonna do it. But I don't think none of this is worth celebrating, honestly, man. Dude died, bro, has ruined his life. I saw a video he was reading like he got a scholarship, and like he ruined his life for what? For what? He ruined his life for what? He didn't even know that man. He didn't even know that man. And now he passed away. His kids traumatized, wife traumatized. Now they don't got no dad. It's like, and then when your husband die like that, you know how impossible it is to move on? Like when Kobe died, his wife still haven't been with nobody else. But it's like, bro, when your husband die like that, like, you know, like how his wife is not finna be able to just move on and just get us, and the kids have a stepdad, and like, that's not finna happen. That boy ruined his life, killed a man, traumatized some children, and made a wife a widow who's probably going to be alone. That shit crazy, man. He was 22 years old. 22 years old, bro. You know how dumb you is at 22 years old? Bro, you know how dumb you is at 22 years old, bro. Yellow, I know I smoke, bro. I smoked about right before I got out here. That's funny as hell. And this is a yellow light. I got a yellow light. I don't have it on the white. I have it on yellow. That's funny as hell, though. If you can't debate someone, you resort to violence. And that is crazy. Dog, you funny as hell, but I appreciate you worried about your boy, though. See, if I put it close, you see it's red. They ain't yellow, they red. At least you ain't sick, my boy. No. I go to the doctor regularly anyway. I can't stand the word empathy. Actually, I think empathy is made up. New age term. There's name. Kirk was just living by his words. Did you agree with his words, Brian? Did you believe in his words? And the people who agree, like, do you feel like he just, like, do you feel like the way he spoke wasn't wrong at all? I always wondered that, because I see a lot of people saying, like, which I agree, he was just living his truth for real, a truth that we not. It was uncomfortable. We just, you know what I mean. Like I told y'all yesterday, I didn't agree with all that shit he was on, but I don't think nobody should get done like this. I was more worried about them kids, and now finding out the kids was actually there, bro. You know they was watching him. You know they was watching him, man. I must have watched that. When I saw that video, I was just shook, bro. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. That's what I'm asking. Like, do y'all think he just, if you agree with him, do you think he just never was wrong? Because I personally believe it was his delivery. Because there's too many people that feel how he feel. So I'm like, bro, it had to be his delivery. It's like Charleston White. I don't know if y'all know Charleston White. Charleston White be being disrespectful, but sometimes he be saying shit that's like real shit. But it's his delivery. You don't really be wanting to hear his shit because his delivery ass, like it's ass. He just had bad delivery like Donald Trump. I actually forced myself to listen to him, and he's just trying to save America. Man, what he doing to try to, like, how was he trying to save America now? I heard a lot of stuff that I would consider hate speech. But I can consider it hate speech because I just don't talk like that. You know, I believe in the power of words, you know what I'm saying? And the power of the tongue. So I'm not, it's certain things I'm just not gonna say. I don't care if I feel like it or not. Getting shot in front of his kids. How many never said die in front of their children? Bro, I'm with you. But I said yesterday, I was on here yesterday and I was saying I don't like when I see Chicago videos of niggas getting chased down and killed, and all that make me uncomfortable because I start thinking about family. You see my brand is We the Family. Like, you see I have my kids in all the videos, and bro, that's what I think about. When I see them Chicago videos, man, I be like, damn, I be feeling bad for them niggas. I pray for them niggas sometime. You know what I'm saying? The same way when he got shot, my first thought was his kids. No, that's not true. That's not true. That's not true. That's not true. My first thought after seeing the video was his kids. But before I saw the video, I had other thoughts. You know what I mean? But after I saw the video, my first thought was his children. Then do something about the crime in your neighborhood. Like the fuck? It's you just can't do nothing about crime in your neighborhood, bro. It's not, which I know you're not talking to me. I know you're talking to bro. But I do come from, I lived in the projects and stuff like that, and it take money to make anything move. I think we all know that. It take money and selflessness. And in the hood, it's a survival thing. Everybody's in survival mode, you know. He also sarcastically said during slavery, crime was down. See, that is fucking crazy to me. So if you agree with him, that means you think that too? That's how you feel? Worked at the youth center since '08. Shout out to you. I've been coaching City League for like 14 years now. I think I missed 1 year in 14. I'm coaching flag football right now. But I do basketball, I do soccer, all that. Sam, my light yellow. That we already I smoked before I got on here. They really red. And then I'll put a yellow light on me instead of a white light. So they're not yellow. You get what I'm saying? The light is yellow. But again, like I told bro, I appreciate you caring enough to even say something. But I'm not gonna lie, if one more person say something, I'm gonna take my ass to the doctor, bro. I, cause I know the light yellow and stuff, but like, come on, both of those messages was kind of like extreme. Like, nigga, take your ass now. So a little bit of my anxiety done went up a little bit. A little bit my anxiety done. One more person come on here, bro. I'm on. I know I might have to. And I didn't hear what Charlie said about slavery. I was asking the bad stuff he did because people were saying don't feel sorry for him. Organized crime is mainly a result of poverty, lack of resources. Yeah, that's what I was saying. You know, in inner city neighborhoods, bro, it's about motherfuckers is in survival mode. It's not many people that got the comfort to make a plan and follow the plan. You normally gotta sacrifice stuff, and what you can't sacrifice is money, because bills and stuff don't stop for none of us. You know what I'm saying? So it's hard to get out of poverty. It's hard, even when people be like, but they get government assistance. It's like, bro, it's restrictions on that. When yet, let's say that they got food stamps, you can't make a certain amount of money, or you can't get the food stamps. But what if you make the amount, but you still can't afford food because fucking eggs is $13. Hamburger meat, a 1 pound of hamburger meat is $7. So what if you hit that line, but you can't afford groceries, but you can't get food stamps because you make, so you know how hard that you can't get out of it if that's the case. If people who needed food stamps just got food stamps, that's how they can get, okay, if they got some extra money, they can save, get out, do this. But you can't get out of poverty if you have to stay in poverty to get help, if that makes sense. It's hard to change mindset of poverty stricken. My bad, y'all. My flag football team group message, I told them no practice today. You see what Mary said? I know someone who received $50, y'all, worth of food stamps and couldn't work full time. You mean to tell, like, come on, y'all. Come on, bro. Bro, it costs my household $60, $70 a day to eat. For dinner. And it's $800, $700 of groceries a month being made. But it costs $70 to $80 realistically a day to feed my family dinner. That's not me wanting to say, you know what, the kids finna get up they finna walk out the house at 7. Let me run to McDonald's and grab them some breakfast real quick so they can eat some breakfast. Or let me make them, $50 of food stamps can't do nothing. It costs Ace $200 a day. Food isn't cheap. It's hard to get out of poverty. That's my Roblox name, Trapp Tarell. So you the one that got the name. Why do you think you're entitled to other people's money? Get a job. So he feel like, David feel like people who need food stamps feel entitled to other people's money. What do you mean by other people's money? That's just way for rice and frozen beans can feed each person for like $2.50. But you cannot eat rice and frozen beans every day. You can't eat that every day. If we eat, regular food, burgers, pork chop. We just tacos. you know. But I'm glad somebody brought that up. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad somebody brought up him talking about a lot of it's something I wanted y'all to hear. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It is something I wanted y'all to hear because I'm just like, I don't know how to feel about a lot of this stuff. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know if I got it. See, to me, this is also hate speech. Charleston White. This is, to me, it's also hate speech.
What's your opinions of Kirk's death? I don't give a fuck about Kirk's death. Nigga, I don't give a fuck about no white man dying. I don't give a fuck about no motherfucking white boy dying. I see. Soon as a nigga hit the stage, they go report niggas that die, man. Fuck. We go 0 to 1. Anyway, give a fuck about that white boy kid. Fuck them kids. Fuck Charlie Kirk babies. Give a fuck. All the poor niggas that die, man, fuck that white boy. It is white babies. Nigga don't fuck about no white boy. White on white crime. I don't give a fuck about white on white crime. White people don't care about black on black crime. Fuck that white boy. It is deal.
Bro, that's too far, bro. To me, that's too far, bro. You start, like, I don't know, man. We cooked around this bitch. You cannot like the man, but just be like, damn, bro died? That's crazy. I feel like everybody's going too far, low-key. I feel like the people who defending him going too far. I feel like the people who don't care is going too far. I just think it's all going too far, bro. I fucking died. And I understand. I see a lot of people keep saying, but these people died, and this people died, and this person died. It's not like he's getting. He was a public figure, and he got shot in front of everybody. That's not the same as somebody we know who died. And I get that that's going to be the rebuttal and stuff like that. But people are caring because he was a public figure. I know the shit he was on. Whoop-de-doo. Whoop-de-doo. I get it. I get it. But he was a public figure and he got shot in front of everybody. If it was a rapper and he was on stage, then he just gets shot, we'll be saying the same thing. We'll be saying the same thing. No, I don't have to get whatever y'all get. I'm grown. I don't have to get whatever y'all get. But that's the problem now. Everybody want everybody to agree with them. I don't have to agree with y'all. Like what Patty, Monica? I don't have to agree with y'all. Y'all don't have to agree with me. Which my opinion is this is all too far. I didn't like a lot of the stuff that was saying because I said that he used to say because I don't speak like that. But I don't have to agree. But I don't think that should have happened. It could have been anybody. It could have been a rapper. It could have been an actor. It could have a damn ice skater. I would feel the same way. I don't think it should have been done that way. But that don't mean I had to like what he was saying. I seen videos that I was like, God damn. The fuck is wrong with this man? But I also saw that video where they just shot him and was like, God damn, why in the fuck would they do that? It better not be over this shit he be saying. It's too many people that feel that way. I just think it was his delivery. I think his delivery offended people. Nobody should get killed for their views. I agree with that. He was shot, in my opinion, because of his delivery. Rather it was facts or not, it's all whatever, we all think differently. So maybe it was facts to you, but I believe he got shot over his delivery. What up, Cushington? His delivery was I'm talking about the aggression. See, that's what I'm saying. Like you can't do that. We can't have no real conversation if you just like acting blind to things. Like it was aggressive, it was bold, it was offensive. You can't. It was also what he felt or him being himself. It wasn't all negative, but you cannot have no conversation if you're acting blind and like come on. I don't know no Christ base that was saying some of that stuff. I don't even know what that means. His delivery was Christ based. I'm talking about how crazy that shit used to sound. You mean to tell me you used to look at that shit and not be like, God damn, this shit is crazy. Oh, my boy Peso on here. Peso. I've been waiting on a mod to come in this motherfucker, man. No, I didn't really listen to him. I saw hella clips. Would you like for me to play some? Would you like for me to play some of the clips? And then you explain to me how this isn't crazy? It wasn't something that was too far? Is that what you want? Is that what you want? Because I can play some shit, and if you sit here and say that shit ain't crazy, then you're a part of the problem. Don't be trying to bring God in it and act like something was Chris. Don't do that. Don't do that. All right, Peso. Don't cherry pick. I don't have to cherry pick. What are you talking? It's thousands of clips. Boy, cherry pick. Cherry pick? I don't have to cherry pick those clips. I don't even care about those clips. But I definitely don't gotta cherry pick no clips. That's what come on now. Come on. Christian, I really fuck with you, Trapp. You speaking real shit. I'm trying to like be like, bro, come on, let's be. This is crazy. What is a woman, Trapp? A female. The opposite of a man. They have vaginas. If you don't got a vagina, then you're a boy. At least me personally, bro. I ain't calling no Nick, bro. I ain't calling no. There go my dreads, though. I ain't calling no boy girl, bro. My girl, I heard her say, yeah, but it was a girl. I'm like, why you calling that? And she was like, oh, that's what she wants you to say. She wants you to say he. And I'm just like, bro, I'm not doing that, bro. I'm not gonna be purposely saying she and all of that. But if I need to say she, I'm gonna say like she. You know what I'm saying? How you know you're a man? Show proof. Man, I got all them damn kids. I'm about to put Monica in time. No, let me see what Monica talking about. Hold on. Unless Monica being disrespectful. Because this not no disrespectful conversation here. Bottom line is he's a man whose Civil Rights Act 68, he's mistaken essentially. He believes in segregation. That's all you need to know. What do y'all think about what Chris just said? Yeah, I can definitely
In fact, I even think that we should bring back, public executions on certain people. No, but think about it. I think that, and you guys should laugh, it should be public, it should be quick, it should be televised. By the way, you could form the government to watch it. You could have like.
So that's not crazy. That's just light. That's just a clip that I saw somebody send today. That's not crazy, Monica. Where Monica at? Where Monica ass at? That's who I'm looking for. Monica. Where Monica? Come on, Monica. Come tell me how that's not crazy, Monica. I know, Mary. That's super crazy. And I know I said that too, said sister. It's so crazy that he said that, and then unfortunately, that happened. Unfortunately, that happened. Not crazy at all. See, we disagree. And that's okay. We disagree, and that is fine. But that is crazy to me. I'm gonna tell y'all something. I remember when I was really young, when they found was it not Osama bin Laden? What was Saddam Hussein? And they killed that man in front of the whole United States on TV. We watched him get hung on TV. Saddam Hussein. Bro, they ain't doing that shit no more. That shit was I can't believe they did that, bro. I was a kid. And I saw Saddam Hussein die on TV. That shit is crazy. We watched it, bro. We watched it. My whole family, we talk about it every some Christmases. We all watched it. It was a thing. They let kids watch it. We be telling them they was bad aunties and uncles. You didn't see it, but we saw it. That shit was crazy. And if you saying it's nothing crazy about that, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, that shit was crazy. Bro, they could have just went and killed, bro, and let it go. Oh, if they wanted to kill him, but to do it in front of all, like what the fuck? The only reason we're talking about trans people at all is because some people that are rich and powerful, no ignorant, will believe. That could be true. All right, Bobby. Well, we really discussing. Well, we started off discussing them catching the shooter. I also saw the video of him running away. Did y'all see that video? Did y'all see the video of him, the shooter on the roof, and he hopped down? And did y'all see that video? I saw it on Twitter. That shit was crazy. I reshared it. But I ain't gonna lie, when I saw that video of him on that roof, I said they gonna catch his ass. He getting caught. Charlie tried to bring people together despite the different views and opinions. He invited people with different opinions to speak their minds. So it's a difference between trying to bring people together and inviting people to speak. Podcasters invite people to speak because they have a different. If the person, this is how content work anyway. If if the person have different views than you, that make good content. That's good conversation. That's entertaining to people. That's not necessarily you trying to bring people together. You get what I'm saying? If he had invited a whole bunch of people like like you, Monica, who agree with him, then it would have been just a praise session. That's not interesting. That's not gonna get the people going. You talk to people with different views, and it's good, and it's good. Like it's no dull. Like look how we talking. You know what I mean? I don't agree with a lot of this shit, and some of y'all do. So it's making us have a decent conversation. You feel what I'm saying? So I don't know. I don't know about the other part, because I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. I saw bro some years ago, and I saw some of those clips, and they was about black women, and I was not fucking with them clips. So every time I saw them, I would just, you know what I mean. So F racist in the chat. Yeah, we definitely ain't doing no racism in the chat. Usual suspect, straight white guy. Man, that dude that did it though, I looked at him. I'm like, he did it. I know you're not supposed to judge no book by its cover, but yeah, bro, he sees it like an us versus them. Who is them? I didn't like Charlie, but he wasn't the one spreading hate. Okay, Jim, I can respect that. Yesterday I said spreading hate, and I think that was the wrong thing. I just think it's a time and place for everything, and I think it's a delivery. I think you still have to respect people, and I think the way that you deliver things to people is part of respecting people. But if somebody said, "Hey, your shirt's dirty. Go change your shirt. It's dirty." You'll be like, "Oh shit, okay. Let me go change my shirt." But if somebody say, "Hey man, your fucking shirt dirty, man. Take that dirty ass shirt off, man." You gonna feel offended. You see what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. It's the delivery. You can say what you want to say, but you gotta respect people enough to deliver things properly, bro. Take care of your liver, bro. Y'all, it's the light, bro. I don't have your eyes, man. So what did he say about black women you didn't agree with, or he just I'm not gonna do that. No like animosity or anything, but I'm not gonna talk about black women on here. And like good or bad, I'm just not finna do that. But I did see clips. I'm sure y'all have seen clips as well. It's because he was able to give his opinion and back them up with facts. Well, this is the problem when you say stuff like that, bro. If you feel like he stated his opinion and then pull up some stats to show it's not like I'm lying, this is what it really is. Look at the numbers. And it's like, okay, that do make it facts. But you got to think about, you can't be mad when people are saying stuff like he wanted public execution televised and he died basically on TV with all the cameras. You can't be mad at people when they say that if that's the road you're gonna go. Because it's people offended by these facts. So if they say that and we saw it and that makes it a fact, you can't be offended either. And I know you probably ain't gonna like that, but that's my truth. Of course, y'all gonna say don't worry about color when it's your people. Problem is intelligence and logic versus opinions and feelings. Facts over. Derek, that's real good, dog. I'm fucking with that. Derek said problem is intelligence and logic versus opinions and feelings. Facts over feelings doesn't justify murder. I like it. I like it, bro. Man, I remember your suicide letter song. That instrumental's been stuck in my head since that day. Yeah, that was a deep time for me because I was in a very, very dark place just in my life. Everything was changing. I think I was getting divorced, which wasn't a bad thing. But I think it was just a change. It was gonna be my first time. Like I had my kids 15 days, and then I got 3 that live here, and then she having 15 days. So it was just getting used to that. I was in the house with them every day. Very dark time for me. But it did make me create that, and I'm super proud of that and all the people that it eventually helped. It's the truth. My eyes look yellow because it's light yellow. I got the light on yellow mode instead of the white mode. The white was too bright for what I wanted. Now I'm on this bitch looking like a damn crackhead. Damn. I did not know. And then I'm looking at him, I'm like, bro, they don't even really. So it's like the light is just making it look yellow to y'all. It don't even look. I see red. Because I smoked before, you know what I'm saying? Before I got on live, like, I was chilling. Nah, bro, you hot. That's what I was saying. Like, I had smoked or whatever before. But I didn't think my eyes looked yellow. You know, I did hepatitis. It's a difference between being a criminal being publicly executed. A man expressing his logic. Yeah, I think we all agree that he shouldn't have passed away for he shouldn't have been killed for whatever, for no opinion, bruh. He didn't know that dude. So it had to be because of his opinion, and nobody deserves to die because of their opinion. Nobody. It don't matter what they saying. It don't matter, bro. It don't matter. Nobody should die because of that. Turned his ass in too. 100K is 100K. So y'all turning y'all kids in, man. Y'all turning y'all kids in. Y'all turning y'all kids in. I'm not turning my son in. For me to turn my kids in, they gotta be serial killers. Like they gotta have 3-4 bodies and doing like and actively killing folks and shit like that. You know, catching people. But other than that, I ain't turning them in. I don't need that 100K. 100K, and he did that. Y'all turned him in. That's why y'all call 67 well. And you called me goofy. Unfortunately, you're wrong. It's 58% or 55 or 52. Either one of those. But at the end of the day, I'm still not turning my fucking son in. That don't got nothing to do with the crime, dummy. You telling me that crime that if somebody turn they kid in, the crime undo? Or is it that you saying that white people, kids know they mama gonna turn them in so they don't do the crime? What the fuck are you trying to say? What are you actually trying to say? What was this nigga that just said this? Luke, I'm gonna say your last name. Luke, however you pronounce it. What are you saying? That's why we produce 67% because our parents don't turn us in? Are you saying white people, kids know, oh, my parents gonna turn me in, let me not do this crime? What the fuck are you even saying? What are you saying? Goofy. What are you saying? Dummy. Stupid. Gotta run. But let me part this. I don't wish any harm. We all have a right. For sure, Monica. I hope be safe out there, and you're absolutely right. You know, we all have an opinion. No one deserves to be hurt over their opinion. And I'm glad you came, Monica. I enjoyed the conversation for real. That's honestly, I really did. You've made this not feel like I've been on here an hour. So you gonna do some harboring the fugitives? Now I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. That be why the parents always get charged. I think it's because, in our culture we move so much our feelings for our children. So you don't even look at it like you harboring a fugitive. It's just I love my son. Like, the logic is out of it because it's your kid. Now logically you like, oh man, I'm harboring a fugitive. My son is another person. But we not like that. It's our son. We love him. You know what I mean? Damn, Trayvon, you must have did something bad. Peso didn't even say nothing before he put you in timeout. The father was paid off. I think that's crazy if he took that money, man. I'm sorry. But if he took that money, that shit crazy. Unfortunately, law doesn't sit. I know. And that's why you see a lot of black parents being arrested for accessory after or whatever, harboring but they never go to jail for it. They never go to jail. He was put down by a white guy. So why so many white people threatening black? I don't know. I was kind of wondering that, but I wasn't going to bring it up. If I'm being honest, you know what I'm saying? I was kind of wondering that early when I was like, man, I wonder how this turned into a race war. Is it because black people are kind of being like, well, he shouldn't have been talking so crazy, or just other races are saying he shouldn't have been talking so crazy about us, and so it's like, okay, let me defend him. Is that why this turned so colorful? Yeah, he was disrespectful, so he was done. 24 hours. That nigga, we ain't gonna see him till 2 o'clock tomorrow. You hear me? No point in debating. Father and husband died. Agreed, Scrappy Chappy. That's my solid opinion as well. What you know what I'm saying? What you saying? This is a good conversation to me, but ultimately I look at it the same way. You know what I mean? That bro had kids and a wife and a family, and even no matter what anybody felt about what he was saying, he didn't deserve to be killed, especially in that manner. So overall, that's the in stone opinion. But we just talking about it. Everybody have a different opinion and everybody's statement. I like that everybody's stating their opinion like this. I believe we have two genders, one race, human. And that's the attitude everybody need to have. You know what I mean? That's how you fix everything. That's how you fix everything. And sometimes I'll be thinking, you know what I'm saying? I'll be thinking everything gonna be cool, but it's like then something happened and we right back divided again. We right back saying white, black, white. Like it'll be like everything be cool, and then something happen and then we divide again. You know what I'm saying? I'll be thinking sometimes like, okay, this shit cool. Like, I work with white people that's filming with us and all of this stuff, and white homies and stuff, and I'm sure they feel the same way. But, it is what it is. If your son raped a child, would you not turn him in because he did it? Or wait until he does it? Man, I'm turning his ass in. So, let me add that to the list. You got me there. Great, that you got me there. If you're a serial killer, or if you're around here graping people, one person, I'll turn you in then. So you got me there, buddy. That was a good example. You know what I mean? That was a good example. Because you're right. If you raped anything, it don't even got to be a child. It can be a man, nigga. Another man. I'm telling on you. You is crazy. I know what you are, but, I'm being funny. You is crazy. He's a coward, the shooter. Man, I don't know. That was some bold shit he did. That was some brave shit. You know how much courage you got to have to climb on top of a roof and go lay and actually do that shit, I don't know about coward, but he ain't right. He the devil. He a little demon. But shit, that took some goddamn courage, man. Oh, it's really gone this time. All the juice is just straight slush ice. Hatred is stronger than courage. I agree. You're right. So it didn't take no courage. It took hatred. I fuck with that there. You right. Nah, Liquid, I'm gonna tell on my son if he do that, bro. If he grape somebody or he a serial killer, I'm gonna tell on my son. I know I'm not telling for no weed. I'm not telling for nothing else. I can't think of nothing else. I think the internet made this general insensitivity to humans, which is crazy. The same people protest animals being slaughtered are celebrating today. Yeah, you're right. You're right. And I believe it's because we became so desensitized to death because we see it so much. I'm not gonna lie. All right, Jamie, have a good one, man. Be blessed today. Call somebody today and show some gratitude. Hit them up, tell them thank you. It's gonna make you feel better and them. Have a good day, Jamie. I forgot what we were just talking about though before, but I'm glad Jamie spoke before he left. Oh yeah, I do think that we've seen death so many times, so many ways that now it's nothing to us. We've seen people die terrible, get stood over, shot in the face 24 times, and then next thing you know, the picture leaked. We done seen everything. So it's almost like not being scared. That's why these little YNs are running around here, they dying. They done seen niggas die, but like, it looked like a video game to them. You're a good dude. I don't know you, but you earn my respect. Thank you, bro. Subscribe. I'm a rapper, though. We almost to 1 million subscribers, too. I got like 900 and some thousand. So I definitely appreciate everybody who been subscribing and hitting this like button. We're at 56 likes, y'all. Let's get to 100, which I only planned on being on here an hour. It's a little over an hour now. It's 2 o'clock. But I'm going to talk for a few more minutes. But I appreciate you. Yeah, I'm tired of seeing everybody die like we do. Because if you get on Twitter, you either going to see murders or porn on X. That's all everybody's posting. Reset your stuff, trying to rap. Y'all, I be trying to watch kids do TikToks, dance videos, anything to get that bullshit out of my algorithm, bro. I'll be watching Beer Meets Food Eat, trying to get just something that's not negative in my algorithm. I don't even be listening to rap. I listen to trap soul music. I don't even be listening to rap, man. How long have I been on YouTube? I've been on YouTube 14 years. 13 years. 2012. October of 2012, this channel got created. So I was on here back when DDG was doing pranks in a dorm room on his girlfriend. I saw DDG give all his family a YouTube channel. I've seen I've seen it all. I learned a lot from watching them. That's how I got a lot of my followers. I really don't be judging people, about anything really. I'm really just be saying what I saw, and if it made me feel a way, it's just like, well, damn. You know what I'm saying? But if I was judging, I'd be like the people who happy he passed away. But I looked at it and I said, well, shit, at least I'm gonna tell you my exact words the first time I saw him. And it was, like I said, it was something about black women. I said, God damn, that shit crazy. Who the fuck is this? I looked, I saw his name. I was like, yeah, fucking with this nigga. Then I saw some more clips and more clips. I'm like, oh, hell no. Nah. And then I remember one day I heard him say something. It was offensive to me, but I'm like, I said, this, at least he been a real one. Like, You know, at least he, shit. Well, a lot of us wish we could be that honest. How long did it take you to blow up? So I would say, now mind you, I was in Mississippi during a certain era, so it wasn't a lot of resources during the time you needed resources. So I always been getting it out the mud type thing. But I will say, maybe the pandemic was, it took me like 6 years. I went viral after 5 years. And then that was Timmy Turner. After 5 years, I went viral. And that's dropping videos 2 a week, figuring it out, trying to do anything for real. Kirk don't believe in sympathy. That's why we don't care about Charlie and his family. Y'all know there was a school shooter the same day. So my daughter told me, I saw my daughter post on Snapchat about that. I saw my baby post that everybody's worried about Charlie, but it was a school shooting the same day. Did y'all know that? What up, homie? Thank you, Silent Thought. Damn, this man almost got 1 million followers. I told you. I told you, man. I've been on here a long time, and I just, I'm chilling now. Yeah, I just found, I did not know it was a school shooting the same day. I did not know. I saw on my daughter's Snapchat, I saw her posting, and I was like, damn. Because my daughter, care about that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? I just started streaming. Any tips you got? So, look, I haven't started really streaming. I have a Twitch and everything set up. But, y'all, I have a hard time with just sitting in the room. So, this is what I would say. I would say if you're going to stream, do the IRL streams. Like, do the in real life where it's just the people seeing the entire day that you live in. So, that way, you're not confined to a room, having to try to think of ways to entertain people from a room. I don't think it was at the same university, no. How's the little boy Trey? He good. He at school. He had a football game yesterday. But yeah, it took me about 5 years. But y'all, I know I said last night I was gonna get on last night and talk about Melly, but it got busy. And so tomorrow when I get on live, I'm gonna get on live tomorrow at let me see, tomorrow is Saturday, so I film tomorrow. I film tomorrow. But I am going to get on live. I'm going to get on live tomorrow. I really want to talk to y'all about the Melly stuff and the Young Thug stuff. I don't know how many of y'all coming just for the Charlie topic. But I really want to talk about those things and see y'all opinion on all of that. I personally think the street life is dumb as fuck. I came from the projects. I saw it. I lost people. I saw my brother spend his entire life. My brother went to prison when he was 16. Got out when he was 28. Went back when he was 30. Got out when he was 32. Went back when he was 34. And he's been in prison since. And I believe he's 50. He should be getting out in December. I believe he's 50. So I've seen...
Honest.
Oh, man. My phone. My computer, listen. So I've seen, I know all kind of people. I've been a part of all of that street stuff in the past. It's dumb as hell. It's definitely gotten dumb as hell now. I'm going to tell you one thing before I go. I love how the new generation has made a mockery out of gangs. I love it. I love how gangs are not taken seriously no more. Unless you're in LA. I love it so much. These kids have made a mockery out of it through TikTok. They wearing blue bandanas and red and making skits, and they making it look stupid. And I'm hoping that takes over more than the culture of killing people and the ops and all of that. You know what I'm saying? It's not the camera, it is the light. You know what I mean? The light is yellow, and I smoked before I got on here, so my eyes are really red. But the light as well. But y'all, I'm gonna get up out of here. Please subscribe. I'm gonna give y'all it's 70 minutes and 10 seconds. I'm gonna give y'all 30 seconds to subscribe, man. Subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. Let's try to help him get to this million. Subscribe. Hit that button for me. It's right below. It ain't gonna take you nothing but the boop. Hit it. I'm gonna give y'all 30 seconds, man. Hell yes, Stem. Did you subscribe, Stem? Everybody subscribe. Hit the subscribe button. We're trying to get to a million. I think we had 940K. So I just need 60,000 more. I'm finna go crazy with the music videos. You know what I mean? To been subscribed, my boy. See? My dog, you feel me? I'm finna go crazy with the videos. I'm bringing back Trapptober. That's gonna be the first new music that I bring back. I know I've been putting videos together and, you know, just doing that, just trying to keep the channel active. It really ain't about, you know, on YouTube, if you don't upload, they'll just completely take out the algorithm. And I'm already out that bitch, you know? So, but I'm gonna bring Trapptober back. That's gonna be the first thing, Trapptober. Trapptober is gonna be the first new music I'm gonna put up. So, and that's October. That's when I make stories about scary shit. I done did Jason. Y'all go look. If you type in Trapptober, you will see it. You feel me? So, love y'all. Please, y'all, please look me in my yellow eyes when I tell y'all this. Please call somebody when we get off this live and just show some gratitude. You don't know what it may do for their day. It don't matter what if they've ever done anything for you. Just call them like, yo, I was just thinking about when you gave me that ride, or I was just thinking about that time I needed that dollar. And I know it's just $1, but bro, I appreciate you, man. You know what I mean? Like, just do that, y'all. Just do it. It's gonna make you feel better. It's gonna make them feel better. You don't know what people going through. It could save a life. It could just show somebody that they appreciate it. But it won't take but a second, y'all. Anybody. My man said he gonna call his mom. Said he's gonna call his sister. Call grandma. That's what I'm talking about. You feel what I'm saying? Call somebody, your friend. If you call your friend, that's super solid. You feel me? Because friends don't never get that from their friends for real. You expect things from your friend. You know what I mean? You do stuff for your friend do stuff for you, but y'all don't really be like showing like I appreciate that shit. So make sure y'all call somebody soon as we get off this, y'all. Soon as. Call somebody. I'm gonna call somebody too. Love y'all. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Talk about Melly and Young Thug. Unless something else happened with this. If something else big happened with this, you know what I'm saying? We'll talk about this again, but Trapptober, yes, sir. And yes, for sure, y'all. Go show some gratitude. I love y'all. Thank y'all. Subscribe, man. We almost to 1 million. I can't believe when I started YouTube, bruh. I met David when I had 2,300 subscribers, but I can't believe I'm out. Me, little old me, has made the money, has had the love that I've gotten from YouTube. I just can't believe I almost got 1 million subs, bruh. Anything possible, bro. I haven't punched a job in 15 years. And I live fine. We got a nice, hey. All right, y'all, man. Show some gratitude today.